What up, YouTube? I'm back. So, Asuna is back. Obviously, we saw her at the end of last week's episode, but it was great to see her again. We've only seen her in the real world for the entire Alicization series so far. So, to see her in the underworld with Kirito, Alice, and the other characters was refreshing. So, let's get right to it. So everyone in the underworld, when they saw her, they thought that she was God Stacia, and rightfully so, because her character is actually God Stacia. I didn't think that would be the case, because I thought that they said when she would enter the underworld that she would be weak because she would have to maybe level up her character, but it seems like she has one of the most powerful characters in the underworld right now. I must have misread what they were saying previously in other episodes, so I have to go see it again. But yeah, man, she's one of the most powerful characters in the underworld right now. She can only use this special power that she used at the end of last week's episode a few times, because it gives her headaches and it isn't good for her, so she's powerful, but she's only limited to some of her, you know, godly power. So yeah. Anyway, we finally saw the Kirito Asuna reunion. It was really heartwarming because Kirito only had to hear Azuna's voice once and he reacted. He started crying and everything. So it was really heartwarming, man. It was a great moment between them, and I was especially happy for Kirito because right now he can't really do a lot. He wanted to hug her, but he couldn't really move exactly well, so he wasn't able really. But yeah, it was a great moment, man. I really liked it a lot. It was an amazing moment. It was one of the best moments of the series so far, in my opinion. I really liked the way that Kirito reacted to that moment, but Asuna was something special, man. The voice actor, first of all, is great, and then the animation for the character Asuna was amazing. I really like how she reacted. She was crying. It's the first time, basically, that she's seen Kirito like that, and just seeing him in the shape that he is right now, it was really emotional for her, so I thought that was a great moment. But one of the best moments of the episode was when Asuna was going up against Alice. I knew that something like that was going to happen because obviously Asuna and Kirito have that connection, and then Alice and Kirito have that other connection, so I really thought that that was gonna happen because Alice is protecting Kirito. She's been protecting Kirito for like 6 months right now, so I expected that to happen. But the Knight Commander was the one to break out the fight. Berkuli, I think is his name. He basically stopped the fight with one of his hands. That's how strong he is. But yeah, man, it was a great moment to see Alice and Asuna interact with each other. I've been waiting for that moment for a while right now. So yeah, it was great. Obviously, Alice didn't really trust Asuna at first, but then Asuna talked with all the Integrity Knight that was there and some of the soldiers from the Human Empire, and she basically told them everything that they needed to know about the real world, where Asuna and Kirito is from, the reason why the Dark Forces of the Dark Territory want Alice, but not exactly why they want Alice, but that they want Alice, and that some of the human from the real world are in the Dark Forces, the leaders of the Dark Forces. That was actually Berkuli and Alice that told Asuna that, so that's the reason why Asuna is staying there, because some of the real human are in the underworld right now, I guess. So yeah, man, it was a pretty cool discussion. Asuna wanted to take Alice back with her, but she'll stay there to defeat God Vector and the Dark Forces. I don't know how she's going to go back to the real world. I guess they'll have to go to the tower where Kirito was, or maybe to the mountain or something like that. I think that they talked about at the end of the first half of the season. But yeah, man, it was a pretty cool discussion. After that, Asuna and Alice talked, and Alice basically wants to know more about Kirito. That was the deal that they made, is that if Asuna tells more things about Kirito to Alice, Alice will let Asuna visit Kirito, you know. So that's kind of crazy, but that's what actually happened. So they're actually friends now. It's pretty cool. But one of the characters that I've been waiting for a while now, I wanted to talk about her in last week's review, but I forgot, and that's Kirito's master at the Sword Academy, the Swordscraft Academy. I think her name is Liena. It's been a while, man, since the half of the first Alicization season, you know. It's been a while since we've seen her, and yeah, man, it was pretty cool because I was wondering where the hell she was, because we all know that she's really strong, and the other members, her classmates, you know, that were training with her, I'm wondering where they are because they're really really strong. So I was wondering where the hell she was, and then we saw her in this week's episode in the camp where Kirito is, and then you know, she talked with Alice and Asuna. Then there was also Kirito's apprentice that we saw. They were all talking about Kirito, you know. That was kind of funny. But one of the things that I really dislike about anime, I ain't gonna lie, it's you know, harem. You know, I really dislike them, and now there's another harem in Sword Art Online. This is probably the only thing that I dislike about Sword Art Online is the harem. You know, now there's Alice, Asuna, Liena, and Loni or something like that. Now there's four girls basically after Kirito in the underworld. You know, that's one of the things that I dislike. But you know, they're almost all important. You know, the most important are Alice and Asuna. But yeah, man, it was a pretty good episode. It was more of a discussion episode than anything. Obviously, they needed to slow down the pace of the fight a little bit because in the last few episodes there's been a lot of fighting, you know. So yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I'm expecting a lot more fighting in next week's episode. But yeah, man, let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I do Sword Art Online Alicization reviews every Saturday at noon, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews usually on Tuesdays. I don't do Dr. Stone reviews on Fridays anymore because the first season just ended. I do Boku no Hero Academia Season 4 reviews Saturday morning, and then I do One Piece reviews at night this Saturday. So stay tuned for all of that. But follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, and like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace. Oh, and by the way, there's a trailer in Rat, you know, so that's gonna be interesting because that's what Asuna learned in the underworld. So the reason that there's the eye seal that everyone has in the underworld except, you know, Kirito and Asuna is because someone in Rat is doing that, you know. So that's gonna be interesting to see who is the mole. I don't know. I really don't know. I have to see. But yeah, man, thank you for watching.